on the baby, and it's just uncontrollable.
What about friends and family? Do you do it in front of friends and family too?
Yeah, my boyfriend's used to it by now, but my mother can't stand it because I'm always farting on her bed, and she kicks me out of her room.
Are there any other pregnant ladies that can't control the farts? Oh my God, I see like 3 or 4 hands go up, and you guys are just the ones brave enough to raise your hand. Okay, so farting, normal? Extra farts, doctors?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I'm sure there's more people in the room. You guys are all saying you're having sex. I'm sure you're all farting. So your bowels get much more slowed down from the hormones, and that creates more gas. And then you have this huge uterus that's sitting on your rectum. So it makes it hard to kind of control all those muscles and hold it in. So one will just slip out. And honestly, it gets worse. Once you've had the baby, after the delivery, it's even harder. So I've had patients come in and say, I feel like there's a fart coming out of my vagina. I'm sure you've never heard that before. And it's normal. It's really gross. It definitely is stinkier when you're pregnant. But at least you can blame it on the baby when the baby's out.
Okay. Brittany? Brittany's really freaked out by something that started happening when she was 6 months pregnant.
Yes. Well, Tyra, I'm 8.5 months pregnant now. And when I was about 6 months pregnant, I started noticing really like gross hair growing on my stomach and my boob area. And I'm starting to look like a werewolf, and I know hair is like only supposed to be in certain areas, and on my boobs, my stomach is not supposed to be there. Like, why is this happening? And I just want to know, like, when is it like gonna stop? Like, after I have the baby, is it gonna go away?
Is it on the nipple or on the fleshy part?
It's around the nipple area.
And then where is it on the tummy?
Like right down the little gross line that's there too.
Oh, the line that the black women in the Mediterranean, Latina women get, the line, that line going from the belly button down to the
Yes, over the gross line, yes.
Okay, so what about the hair on the nipples?
It's very normal, and it's because of the hormones that you have in your pregnancy that, number one, the hair on your head is likely to grow more. You're having less hair loss. And secondly, on other places in your body, sometimes in areas we typically think of as men growing hair, you're going to notice that. But it is temporary, and everything will go back to normal. Sometimes right after birth, sometimes it can take up to 3 months, but it will go away.
Have you heard of like pregnant women getting rid of their weaves because their hair is like growing super long and thick?
Or the vice versa. Sometimes women will braid their hair specifically to encourage further hair growth and stop the chemical processing and just enhance it as much as they can, because you can have the opposite occur after the child is born, that all of a sudden you're shedding for about a 3-month time period. But again, the hair growth goes through cycles.
Okay.
So as long as you don't stick in one phase for too long, it's normal.
So that nipple hair is going to fall out, girl.
Yeah,
it'll be gone.
It doesn't take 3 months, and it takes 3 weeks.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, right.
But do not shave it. Okay, because you can create hyperpigmentation, which is like darkening of the skin, especially women, black women, our skin, like start shaving it in certain areas, and you don't want dark marks on your nipples and a dark mark on your tummy that just is from shaving. Nah.
Leave it alone.
Just let it go. Okay, Stacy? Stacy feels like she has no control over something else.
Hi, yes, I'm about 6 months pregnant now, and I always have to go to the bathroom.
Which one?
Go, pee. I always have to pee, yes. I can't even sleep through the night anymore without, running up and going to the bathroom. My boyfriend's going crazy because when we're driving places, I make him pull over so I can real quick run in the random stores. And when I'm not going to the bathroom, I'm constantly leaking urine. Like when I cough, sneeze, and laugh really heavy. And I just want to know if that was normal. And also I have things like fluid leaking out of my breasts. Is that normal? And what is it?
Yeah. So, yeah, all those things are normal. They're not fun. They're the most unpleasant part of pregnancy. But the leaking out of your breast is just milk, so that's usually coming towards the end. And the peeing is, again, because this uterus is sitting on your bladder.
Your bladder.
Plus, all the hormones are making your kidneys create more urine, so you're going to pee a lot more. And whenever you cough, laugh, sneeze, when you get up, you'll notice it. That might also happen afterwards, but hopefully it'll get better. But I always think that most patients complain about the grossest part, which is you get a lot of discharge in your vagina. And when you lie in bed, it kind of starts to liquefy, and then you get up, and all of a sudden it squirts out. So I have people calling me all the time saying, I think I peed on myself, but maybe I broke my water. And they got to come in, and we have to check them out.
And it's not.
And it's not. It's just discharge.
So would you recommend that she wears like a sanitary napkin?
No, actually, you know what? I don't tell patients to do that, which I know sounds gross, but I tell them bring a lot of underwear, because if you start wearing a pad every day, then you get irritated, you get itchy, you can get a yeast infection.
Right.
So washcloths, which sounds gross, and a lot of underwear.
A lot of draws,
Fun part
girl.
of pregnancy.
Okay. Natasha? Natasha's got a question.
Yes. Hi, Tyra.
Hi.
I'm currently 7 months pregnant with my first child, and I have this weird growth on my nipple area, on the areola, right next to it. I thought it was a pimple, so I went to the mirror and I was trying to squeeze it, taking a shower, trying to scrub it off, and then after a few weeks, I just figured it was a raised mole. Then I still tried to pick it and like take little pins and scrape it away, and it wouldn't go away. I heard women grow these third nipples. Is that true?
Like Marky Mark. Do you remember he has a third nipple down there, Mark Wahlberg?
Well, it's on the nipple area, like right next to it. It's not necessarily as big, but it's just like a mole.
I've never heard that one, doctor.
There is such a thing as a third nipple. You're not going to grow it from scratch in your pregnancy, but it can become more pronounced in a pregnancy, again, because of your hormones. Women will also get various skin tags, and that can just be a fleshy, little area of skin growth. A lot of times that can be removed by a dermatologist if it's uncomfortable, but the third nipple does exist.
It does exist. Can the baby, okay, this is just,
No.
can the baby suck the third nipple?
It's not that developed. The mammary ducts are not feeding into it.
Oh, got it.
It looks like the lines, like when you see, like a dog has the lines all
Yeah.
the way down.
Right.
It's the same thing. Like
so it's
guys,
just
men
another-
can actually have them all the way down their front.
Got it.
Yeah. Just a nipple, not the whole breast. No
Wow. So does it go away once the baby comes out?
The pronunciation of it
It'll just
that's right.
shrink a little
That's
bit.
right.
So your third nipple's gonna shrink.
That's fabulous. It's embarrassing. I feel bad when I take off my shirt in front of my boyfriend. I get nervous, but I guess now he'll find out about my third nipple.
Yeah, he'll think it's freaky, honey, and hot. I wonder if the Octomom has 8 nipples. We'll be right back.
Up next.
I'm currently 4 months pregnant with my first child, and I'm dreading about giving birth because I do not want to poop on myself.
What percentage of women poop when they have the baby?
Oh, gosh.
And later, I read in a tabloid if you eat ice cream, it helps you get pregnant.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
To the graphic nature of today's show, parental guidance is strongly suggested.
We're answering all the questions women have.